This morning, got out here, started working on some electrical. I've already gone through all of these plugs and soldered them up in heat shrink, or wires, I mean. And yes, this is a viable repair when the pin's in a plug. There's supposed to be a plug right here. And the pins in the plug get all corroded and they're not making good contact. Instead of replacing the whole wiring harness, one, you could find a plug to cut and solder on here, or you can just extend the harness. I mean, I have no problems doing that. I've done it in the past, and it works just fine. You just lose the ability to unplug this front sub harness. But, so this one, I slit the heat shrink. I just want to show you what is not a viable repair. It will work for a little bit. Then your wires start getting corroded, start turning brown, then black. Yeah, that is not a viable repair. It saddens my heart. But I've gone through, I had to mess with the headlight, the low beam circuit, but I got that working. High beam circuit's working. These two plugs here are for the little vanity lights that go on either side of the headlight. Then this is a turn signal, and this is a turn signal. So I'm gonna have to figure out what turn signals he's going to want to use, whether he wants to get new mirror ones, because these are pretty busted up. Well, that one's fine. This one over here is, it's cracked, it's usable, but they have these plugs on the end. Now obviously I don't have those, and I have a good harness that came off of the wrecked bike, but I don't know if we want to molest that, because that can be sold as a good harness, because I think everything is complete. I did get tail light on, tail light in, turn signal on. I'm missing the right side turn signal. The front fairing stay, I don't know if I covered this in my last video. It's wrong, so I can't put anything else. Yeah, I think I did cover that. So I can't do anything up front. Still got to put coolant in it, but I'm just trying to get some of this little stuff knocked out to where I can get it off the stand, put it on the kickstand, and do the cooling system. But yeah, we're plodding along. I'm gonna go ahead and strip these back and repair this, and then get all these heat shrink, get all the heat shrink shrunk, yeah, to insulate all of that. And then I'll probably wrap this sub harness so it doesn't look like this, which I think that's probably OEM. They just pulled it back to do this half-ass repair. Still need to bleed the brakes and put that red tank on it. Figure out mounting situations, because we don't have the grommets in the swing arms. Then I don't know. I think these are supposed to have little clips or something on them, but I'm not 100% sure how all these, or maybe it's even the push rivets. I bet it's the push rivets that rivet all this together, and then I can bolt that down. This is busted here, so obviously it's not gonna get encapsulated by that mounting point, which, I mean, I know I'm working with broken stuff here. I don't know if Tim wants to drill holes and then just zip tie those together. It will work. It's under the seat. It's not visible. So yeah, that's what we're working with. Brake lights work. I do have to replace the rear brake switch. Move it over. Then rock on. Here she is. Just got done bleeding the brakes and bleeding the cooling. So just FYI, if anybody's working on a Gixxer and they have to drain the coolant and fill it back up, your bleed is right here on the water pump. It's the top one. While it's running and it's up to temp to where the thermostat opens, you pull this screw or this bolt out. Don't take it all the way out, because then it's going to piss. But just hold a socket with an extension on it, and you're going to see a bunch of foamy green stuff, which is the air and the antifreeze. You just hold the bolt in there just so it doesn't come pouring out, and just let it piss out until all the air is gone. Then tighten it back up, And if you reach over here and you touch the radiator and it starts getting hot, you know that everything's flowing now. So let's just verify one last time. Just let it get up to temperature so the fan kicks on. So mechanically, I think we're done. Might need to bleed the front brakes again, but mechanically, I think the bike is done. The body work, we need a different fairing stay because this is not the right one. And we need a bolt kit that has all these little plastic rivets in it. These little guys. Because I think that's how most of the body work attaches. And Tim, when you watch this, looking at other subframe pieces and see if it's got the rubber grommets that go inside these holes, because the side tail piece pushes in and it fits down inside that rubber grommet. But yeah, we're gonna need a bolt kit for all the little push pins and stuff, fairing stay, and I think that's it. Alright, so the fan just kicked on and automatically the temperature started going back down, or it's maintaining. So that's good. So this, we have coolant flow through the radiator and the fan's doing its job by pulling air through. Still have to bolt the tank down, but everything down here is all set up, ready to rock and roll. Have a few little things to do. The rear brake goes back behind here and there's a bolt that goes in there. Have to take care of those wires. But like I said, I think we are pretty much mechanically done with your bike, Tim.